Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll test the right side here. Gets into space at the 50. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Now it's 2nd down here. And he'll set up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. Which is going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, FIU. This quarterback on fire today. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. And the runner takes off to his right. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Oh, here comes the reverse. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about their running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Off target and incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there with the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's third and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Wolverines offense is back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback. And now they'll set up for the point after. After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught quickly. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Important second down play coming up. Oh, a reverse. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Returner tackle right there. That's when we'll start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, no surprise the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Terry.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Now here comes the flea flicker. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. Gets some space around the 30. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. When we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Looking to chuck it again. That pass is caught. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running through the tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Over the middle and incomplete. Empty set now, 5 wide. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Tuna. Here we go. Hornet.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Oh, he tosses it back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Chris, you just can't say enough good things about this defense. Backed up near their own goal line, you're thinking about probably going to give up a touchdown. But instead, not only to stop them, but to come up with a loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Oh, it's a pass. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Great footwork, a big opening now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finds room at the 30. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Great cut there. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Big spin on the run.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to scramble now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They'll try to run for the first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is You wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.